corrosion test, film 8.1 or something like that. I finally took them out and then real life got in the way, so not a lot has happened since they came out. That's the rust that was left on this piece of kitchen roll from the ones in dehumidifier water. That's the ones that were in tap water, obviously rusted to bits. That's the ones that were in salt water, also plenty of rust. And these are the ones that were in cola. Focusing is not easy, there you go. Very different. They're blackened instead of orange crust on silver. There is some rust visible, but there's also this black stuff. And with these, they're all loose. With these ones, that's a single piece. Some kind of crud all over it. I weighed them. They were, each group was 12 grams going in. The ones that were in the dehumidifier water I have cleaned up. Not entirely, but you know. Yes, I individually scrubbed those. And they weigh 11 grams. That mess I haven't cleaned up yet. Also 11 grams. If we go back to the brass ones, dehumidifier water, tap water, salt water, slightly discoloured there, and cola. And if I just grab one from each plus that one in sequence, you can see the one on the left, focus camera, the one on the left was just exposed to air, and then you've got water, tap water, salty tap water, cola. So there is some discoloration and maybe some loss of metal from the tip. At the very point, it's just possible that uncorroded one is slightly sharper than the tap water, salt water and cola ones. There is not a lot of difference on the brass. Excuse me one moment while I put this down, everything goes black. He said confidently. I'll put it there, everything goes yellow. Right, that noise was annoying. If you come to the galvanised ones, look at the state of the ones in the dehumidifier water. Coated in something white. Sodium chloride deposited out of solution because it was displaced by magnesium. Is magnesium more reactive than sodium? I don't think so. Could be magnesium salts. I really don't know. Tap water, it's still there, but there's a lot less of it, which suggests that this stuff could be calcium. I don't think you can set fire to calcium as easily as you can magnesium, so maybe magnesium is more reactive than calcium, and that's limescale, knocked out of solution by dissolving magnesium. Come across a salty tap water, salty tap water. Not a lot of difference, and you can still see a lot of detail on them. There's, you know, the little ridges on the heads and all sorts are still there, so I'm going to call that not significantly corroded. Come to the cola ones, they are discoloured. Greyish, not a dull, slightly brownish grey, but you've still got little ridges under the head, you've still got the ridges on the shaft, you've still got the points. So no major damage. I haven't weighed those ones yet, that'll come later. No really major damage there. When we go back to steel, just the two. The two on the left were unused, the two on the right were in dehumidifier water. Looking at the tips, just the tips, apart from the surface discoloration, they really look the same, don't they? They've still got little tiny blob, they're still polished the same size. I don't think there's any difference made there at all. The heads, though, look slightly shorter, which is somewhat bizarre. That the heads will be shortened, but the tips will be left alone. Across at the Kohler ones, I shall acquire a Kohler one to put with them. There you go, side by side, definitely darkened, but again it's still got the tiny blob there. The heads are the same size, so I don't think Kohler will actually dissolve a steel machine that's immersed in it. I think what Kohler will do is gunk it up something awful so that all of its moving parts stop moving. So I haven't done the weighing yet, but based on what we can see so far, I'd say that if you want to make a machine that's going to be exposed to nearly pure water, calcium loaded water, salty calcium loaded water, or Kohler, brass might be a good choice. Obvious other choices would be glass, because after all of these things were stored in glass and the glasses came out of the experiment just fine, or gold. You can make it out of steel as long as you coat all of your steel parts in gold, which really won't dissolve or corrode or anything in mere Kohler.